Oh boy. I recognize this part.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've heard this song before.
Oh, this specific part isn't played before.
Much sound of Vulpex. Whoosh whoosh bang bang.
Oh,
Bang,
I know
bang,
this
whoosh,
one.
whoosh.
I'm listening to all different songs and trying to recognize them.
Stuff Gloof knows what's up.
Atlas conversations aren't in the same place, right? No, we're in the same place.
Why do I feel that Poland might win? I feel like TDIC's really strong. We've seen really great plays from Underjoy as well. Canada is incredibly strong as well, too. Really, at this point, it's anyone's game. I don't know. I feel Poland. I felt Brazil, and Brazil crushed. And I'm feeling Poland right now. I don't know if Poland will crush. I don't believe they're going to have as easy as a time as Brazil did. That being said, though, could this be a potential tiebreaker? And that's what I'm hoping for more than anything. I hope Poland takes it, but I hope they take it by means of tiebreaker.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of going for Poland because they did really well last year. I think they would. Four? I want to say four.
Oh, are you asking if the commentators are in the same place? Unfortunately, no, we are not in the same place, though we are in the same chat.
Room?
Yeah, room. Yeah, I mean, all of our voices are in the same place, obviously, but no, we are all over the world. I do believe Deadbeat resides in New Zealand, I reside in the United States, Slane resides in France, and Tasha resides in Canada. And yes, I am one of the casters. It definitely does sound like me.
And as well, the players are not always in the same place as well. You know, also, at least the tournaments are an online game, so that is, well, it is flexible like that. Maybe in the far future we will have, you know, invitationals where people actually move to the place. But not for now.
That would be outstanding. Also,
that would be awesome.
Just for shiggles here, Raiden Flame, you know, I never see love from you, but you always expect love from me. I can't do it, not anymore.
At Off Live, it would be cool if we were in the same place. You have no idea. That would be legit awesome.
Brink1126 asks, do any of the commentators actually play for any of the teams? And that would be yes. That is a big fat yes. As part of our commentator cast, you'll see that we do switch blocks and we have set people for certain matches. That is also to allow people like Daiki, who is commentating last match, to go and prepare for his match, which is going to be after this one.
Yeah, can I point out that we've lost 3 commentators to these last 2 blocks because 3 of them are playing in the final match. We have a few players.
Very much so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like every single mode that we have commentary for, we actually have at least one commentator that does partake in the cup itself.
Yeah, actually, I believe that's the case.
Yeah, generally we try bringing people from each game mode. Normally players.
Very much so. All right.
Right, I already have the commentators in mind for Oxford Cup.
That being said, it does look like we are about to get started with the match here. We do have the first warm-up selected for Canada versus Poland. And as we said, this is going to be the Meme Legends KAC 2016 Historia Equipped Blue Voltex. And so we should be seeing this played in just a moment. And we are getting confirmation that they can most definitely start. And we're going to be starting in just 11 seconds. Count it down with me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it went. It actually went. Counted it down right. Awesome.
We're the best sea
Okay. Also, by the way, that background perfectly represents like so much in us, and no one has any idea. Space and cat girls. It's perfect.
You know what the sad thing is? The second I saw that, I was like, oh, it's horror. And you're like, oh, wait, no, it's not.
I don't think it's a cat girl.
No, she's a wolf girl.
Okay, wolf girl. No, that's not horror.
Neither wolf, you know, like a fox.
Fox? Maybe a fox. I don't know. Anyways, that's besides the point. We're getting a little bit against ourselves. It does look like Poland has an early score advantage on this crazy map. Very dense patterns we're seeing. There are quite a few sections that almost take everything.
This is II. But I don't remember the name of the next song.
Oh man, I love it. Everybody remembers group stage. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
The best quote. Wow,
Okay,
it's
this
really dense there.
I mean, Underjoy
What is
manages to get 100 combo, and Ashix with a very nice 200 combo there, but everyone has a lot of trouble to keep combo up.
Yes, this is most definitely a warm-up, and that's why you see the difficulty ramp so high from what the round of 16 is. Of course, that is up to the players to decide whether or not they want to go harder than what is actually available in the map pool, or if they want to just get a normal warm-up in. That being said, this also can be a very good way to kind of psych out the other players if you're able to perform overwhelmingly better than the other team on something like this. That can definitely put some mind games into this.
Can I just point out the fact that the VMAP description for this is just the best spammed out like 100 times.
This is actually a really good warm-up, though. There's a lot of different pattern usage in it, and it doesn't just focus on one particular aspect of Mania.
You see a lot of jump streams, and then, oh my goodness gracious, what? Okay.
Oh, that's a max 300.
Now we're even getting some long notes mixed in here. This is a really good practice map, and as mentioned, players at this level, like, they can play stuff that's way beyond the map pool itself. So it's always good to warm up with something that's like a lot harder, just to get your hands like really into the groove of things. Some of those bursts though are just absolutely insane.
Well, I mean, if speed is your game, this is definitely a good warm up for you, as these things are coming in absolutely ridiculous.
And by the way, I would like to note that we went right over the 1,000 watchers, almost 1,100. So congratulations, bring more.
I think the most of the same first score is 1,228.
Well, we were at over 1,400 for groups.
All those jacks are just brutal.
Wow.
Oh.
And then the long notes. The ending of that map, what?
Well, that was cruel.
And look at... Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good, Slane. I was just going to say exactly what you're going to say. As you can see, even though this was a warm-up, the misses are kind of consistent for both sides. If you look at it, there's not a real huge difference in skill from either one of the team members on each opposing side. We do see that we did have game control kind of getting 140, and then there goes the stats. Sad day.
Yep. And I would like I would have liked to get the attention to Hinpopo with a 91% accuracy, with the highest which was achieved, which I would say Canada, at least in this warm-up, did put its, in a way, its weight.
All right. It looks like we're going to be, Canada is going to be swapping out game control for a moment, and it looks like they're going to have Commando Black come in.
You know, this song was actually like one of the first streaming maps I ever played in Stepmania back in the day. So kind of really glad to see that this song's being used. Obviously, it wasn't this version. This version's probably a lot more nuts than the one I played, but I say probably when I know it is. How do you say that you think that Poland's going to win this one, Z-Track?
Yeah, I do believe that Poland might have this one in the bag. Now, I could be wrong.
How do you think it goes score-wise? Do you think it's going to just be a flat-out sweep, or do you think it's...
Oh, no, by any means. No, Poland might have the edge here, in my opinion, but it's not going to be an easy... They're not going to be able to just pull this out and just get a 5-0 stomp. I feel like this is definitely going to be something that we see go 5-3 or even possibly 5-4 with the tiebreaker being the one that breaks the whole thing. At least that's what I hope for.
I would love to see the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker for this week is really fun, and then towards the end it gets pretty insane. But I gotta say, I'm definitely going for Canada on this one. Canada being the top seed, Poland being the high seed from this one, or this particular match, I should say. Though Poland did very well last week. Both of these teams were pretty much at near top of their game.
All right, and it looks like everything's going kind of smooth here. It does look like the early point advantage is in Canada's favor at the moment for this warm-up, but this thing is absolutely crazy. They do have Commando Black also using Flashlight and Hard Rock, which is going to give that score bonus over to Canada's side, but it does look as he's seen quite a few breaks, but the accuracy is still staying pretty high for the most part on Canada's side. While as we look over at Poland, raw speed might not be their cup of tea, as Cytek holding a 97, Tidic around 96, and Underjoy at a 93. So definitely these higher speed sections seem to be a little bit tough for the Poland team to handle. Which is crazy when you think about it, because Canada is known for like maple syrup, and that's slow, but they're so fast. They must have thin maple syrup.
Nah, maple syrup fuels them, man. It's like our energy.
I haven't heard this song since Step Mania, in all honesty.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised I haven't ever really seen a map for this for other modes. There's probably one that exists, but I've not seen one. It might have been mapped like a long time ago.
Yeah, we do see a drop from C-Tech there, but the accuracy is climbing for them at 98%. Tidic is also come up to about 97. Underjoy has brought that 92 to a 94, so they are getting a second win once they get used to the speed of this pick. Canada just, that bonus from the Flashlight and Hard Rock from Commando Black is definitely going to help them out here. I know this is just a warm-up, but it is a good way to kind of get an idea of what these players are comfortable with playing.
I just can't get over watching people play Flashlight. I know that it's like a visual mod that people can get used to, and like they're used to reading slower scroll speeds and stuff, but it's still insane for me to watch.
Yeah, that's especially since there are no real poses in this map. The density is not very high, but it never stops.
I don't know. I feel like that would make it a little bit easier if it doesn't stop. It's the stops that would trip me up with a Flashlight. I can't imagine anyone being able to use Hidden and Flashlight together though. Isn't that pretty much just like no vision whatsoever?
Yeah, it's pretty much no vision.
Well, in the perhaps not in Osmania, but in my Stepmania days and at least DDR, the arcade days, sometimes you just didn't look at anything, just play by ear.
Yeah, I mean, there's no tornado or anything like that, but I used to play with Hidden Tornado and Randomization on Stepmania. Well, not Stepmania, but Dance Dance Revolution, and that stuff was crazy. but you always still had a view of it of sorts. But like the flashlight mod for Mania is so limiting. It's very small. They don't give you a very big window at all.
I used to play with the drunk mod on Set Mania. That was always fun. Kind of wish we had something like that in OS. Maybe with laser considering.
That being said, it does look like Canada would have won that warm-up there, but everybody is all warmed up now. Now we're going to get into the actual maps. We'll see what is going to be banned, and we'll get right away with that with our rolls in just a moment.
Oh, a very good 92 from Ashix.
Canada showing their dominance with the high roll.
It's random, but yeah, Poland has 8% to actually win that roll.
It's okay. At least they got the meme roll.
Yes,
they got
I
the
think
think-
super meme roll.
I think Poland win anyway.
Yeah, both teams end up winning this one here.
It's a tie.
I wasn't around for the first couple of matches today, so what have we seen commonly banned so far?
I can get that information for you. Eventually.
I'm kind of interested to know, like, you know, what maps players just not really too fond on playing.
The Fury of Fatality.
Oh wow, that's kind of an interesting ban.
Oh, they banned out Sons of Summer, okay. But yeah, the Fury of Fatality is 4 bans. Marble Soda and Night Bullet 2. And a few other ones.
Yeah, that Halogen map, though. I remember my first time trying that, I'm like, what are you doing, Halogen? Please stop. Really difficult map. Lots of long notes, stuff. Really tricky patterns in general.
Not only that, it's like one of the best songs in the pool, in my opinion.
There's some pretty big, or pretty tricky bursts that are mixed in there as well.
And it looks like we're going to also see Quack getting a rip. So
Take Lumbury? Oh man, yeah. That map, I can fully understand why. That long note map is, that's one of the only 3 maps I actually did not pass from this map pool. That one of the other long note maps, and the Tiebreaker.
You know, I have to see Sons of Summer, you know.
If you are not good at long notes, you're gonna struggle with that map.
yeah, this is actually the first time we've seen Sounds of Summer being banned, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it kind of put a dent in its perfect pick rate too. Every single time. I can never have a map that's just 100% pick rate. Someone always ruins it.
Somebody's got to be the rebel.
Yeah, someone's gonna be the Killjoy. And I'm just glad it's not me.
Oh, Ashix, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say you don't know the map pool. That'll give the enemy team confidence. It's like, hey, they didn't practice this.
Oh no, why would you say that? No, don't do it.
Well, this is
You
gonna
know-
be fun.
I mean, go Canada team, go.
It actually makes sense from Canada because they seem to be going towards the speed heavy picks, and this map has a lot of speed oriented patterns in it.
Yeah, and if Canada can stay consistent with the speed, they might have this in the bag. This map isn't very long, so if you can hold consistent wise, you pretty much got the point. It really is going to go up to who drops first, but we have no idea which team is going to pull that first star over to their side.
Wondering if we're going to see any breaks on some of the longer streams in these maps. feel like if we're going to see any breaks, that's where we're really going to see it is during some of the longer streams in this map.
Very much so, Tasha. Hopefully this one will be a bit more exciting. Don't get me wrong, Sweden gave it a really good fight, but it was really, they really were just outclassed here. I feel like Poland and Canada will be able to go toe-to-toe here, but only time will tell.
As much as I am cheering for Canada, I do want to see a close match, so Poland, do your best too, guys. I won't be salty if you win.
I will.
You want them to win, don't you?
Wait, no. I thought you were talking about Canada. Yeah, I will be salty if Canada win, but not by much, because either team's going to have to work for it, and that's the best part about this. As we get right into the very beginning, every team holding strong with their double S's. Now we just wait for the double S train to leave the station. And before it doesn't, that would be absolutely crazy, but it does look like it's going to, as Game Control is the first accuracy drop we see. Then Hundom right after him. Both keeping their accuracies relatively high. Hundom keeping his a little bit higher than Game Control. Game Control seemed to get a couple 200s there instead of just the one, but his accuracy is pulling back up and he will be able to take advantage of that. But that being said, that will give the score lead slightly over to Poland, but will it last?
It's really hard to say. Sheiks and Himpopov from Canada both holding 100%, and Cytic X actually holding 100% from Poland's side as well. Really only Game Control that's had a serious accuracy drop so far.
Yeah, and CTEX holding the only 100% for Poland does not look too good, but at the same time, I have no idea how that is actually over on his side. I guess it's the big dip in accuracy from Game Control. It's actually keeping that lead over on Poland's side for right now.
One of the first big streams coming up right now.
This lead,
And first drop actually from Unam.
Yes, which should give the advantage right back to Canada in just a second.
It's very close. I think Poland right now has a little bit of a lead regardless because of Game Control's accuracy drops. Cytic actually still holding 100%. Only player right now holding it.
With a quarter of the map still remaining, there are some flickers going on. But will Canada be able to get enough accuracy, and will Poland perhaps do one mistake? Oh, and then there we are. Canada gets lead just before the end. Will they keep it?
Cytic and Hudanam both dropped accuracy around the same accuracy right now in terms of 200 count. And it looks like that is going to possibly be enough to make this be a win for Canada.
That is what it's looking like here, as Canada was able to hold their consistency, but it is very close. Oh, holy crap!
Wow.
And just like that,
That
one
was
little mistake,
literally last second.
last second mistake from Game Control brings the point over to Poland just like that. This is going to be a close match, guys. Look, I mean, just look how close that was right until the end. If that's what we had to expect for this match, then I don't know about you guys, but I'm hyped as hell.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I was not expecting that. Everything was looking like it was going to go in Canada's favor for that win, and then there was just that absolute drop from Game Control right at that last moment, and that is all it takes, folks. That score can be swayed that easily when both teams are performing as well as they did. You can see just by the drops, there was only one miss from each side, and it was just down to how the accuracy played, and Poland was able to secure that point. Holy crap.
If this is how the rest of the match is going to go, I don't know.
That might be good.
This is Poland's pick now, so we'll have to see if Poland can end up extending their lead or if Canada can end up taking the point back and kind of get a little bit of revenge for that lost point.
That's definitely going to be rough. I can imagine they are not too happy about that.
And you have Strap.
Another very tricky map, a lot of unpredictable rhythms, and there's some more long note going on in this one. This is actually one of the other ones I didn't pass.
Well, I can't really blame you there, Tasha. This one is rough.
Past every other map in the pool. Excluding tiebreaker.
This is
Actually,
oh, go ahead.
I really want to see the tiebreaker played because the tiebreaker is actually really fun.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This is one of the hardest long note charts in the map pool. The long notes do have releases and visual cues to kind of help our players, but definitely if you're not strong at long notes, it will show clearly in this map. When playing this one, if you have issues reading long notes or distinguishing when to let go of them, it will definitely hurt you here.
Yes, indeed, it might be a high-risk play from Poland, but will be a high reward.
Very much so. I mean, if Poland's got a good amount of skill when it comes to playing these long note maps, Canada seems really good with the speed, but is their long note control as well as Poland's, or vice versa? Does Canada have this secret super long note control that I just don't know about? I can't really tell you right now. As close as that last match was, I actually thought that was going to Canada, so I might be surprised yet again.
Poor game control with the shaking hands, I can completely relate to that, especially playing in a tournament like this. It can get very nerve-wracking for the players, especially considering like their team is relying on them.
And now we are getting into this right here as everyone continues to hold that perfect combo, about 100, I mean not perfect combo, but perfect accuracy, no drops yet. Everybody holding strong at this moment. But we are about to get to a section where holding strong might not be possible. And as I say that, it does look like we're starting to see our first accuracy drops. Cytix, both 99%. And Hippono at 99%, game control at 99 as well. There are no more double S's on the board, folks. It is down to just a raw accuracy battle at this moment as no combos have been dropped.
The long notes do get a little bit easier from here on. The beginning part is really one of the trickier long note sections. So I do believe it ends up having similar patterning a little bit later in the map.
Canada trailing right behind Poland, right on the edge of their score. Game control dropping, though, is going to slow down that game.
Even if it drops just after that, it is not as dire as, you know, dropping 2 times really separated in the map, but still it will hamper Canada's ability to get back on Poland.
Yeah, that was actually a really big drop in general from game control. His accuracy dropped quite a bit too.
Yeah, we're about 25% left in the map. If there is going to be a drop that Canada can get into, that needs to happen now. As game control's combo has went back up to the maximum that multiplier will allow it, with being at 400. Now he's putting out as much points as he possibly can. So really, this just relies on the ability of Poland not messing up. And if they mess up, there's a window for Canada, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility, as Poland is going to take the second point, bringing that 2-0 in favor of Poland. Very close match, though. Regardless, there's only about maybe 50,000 points of difference, so that is crazy.
Yes, indeed, that is crazy. That is a well-fought match, even if Poland has 2-0.
All right,
looks like no drive.
Well, yeah, we've already got our next selection there very fast. So after like what we just saw there with the last 2 picks, it kind of makes sense they'd go for this because they didn't really win out on the speed map and they didn't really win out on the long note one. They actually seem to struggle more on the long notes. So it seems like they're going more for like the consistency pick at this point.
And that's not a bad thing to do there. They would have legit had that first match if game control wouldn't have dropped, though. But you know, these things happen. So the best thing Canada can do is just go back to what they know that will work and try again. And really, that's all you can do in a tournament situation like this. I mean, definitely don't let yourself get discouraged in Twitch chat. Definitely show that support for Canada or Poland. Let them both know you want them to win. If you're rooting for Canada, they definitely need you right now. Let them know that you don't care whether win or lose. You're here to cheer them on and just give them the best time you possibly can. because that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's about having fun, but at the same time, everybody wants to go for gold.
The only thing I really worry about for Canada here is this map does have some long notes towards the end of the map, around the second PI. And if they really are struggling with long notes as they were in the previous map, then it may cause them a little bit of accuracy drops, or potentially even a miss. Poland, however, has just been doing very good so far.
Very much so. And I mean, it's just to kind of go off the consistency they had last week as well. They've been performing pretty decently. This one is actually quite a long map, so this will be a long battle.
Yes, I believe that saves the time breaker. That is the longest map at 4:21.
Yeah, this is definitely a consistency chart, and you know, I might not care for Vocaloids too much, but every once in a while there's definitely a song I could stand, and this one's not too bad. No disrespect to anyone that adores Niku or anything either. It's just not normally my cup of tea, but this song's actually kind of grown on me.
Even despite the early accuracy drop from game control, the score is still flickering back and forth, so the max 300 count is actually quite high on Canada's side. Tayak actually dropped accuracy there as well. Oh, but miss from game control.
Oh, that's bad.
And Himpopo as well.
Yeah, we said it at the same time.
Oh no, Canada! Pull it back together. You guys got this.
Yeah, right now it's definitely not looking good. As Sidek, Tidek, and Hononom are all holding incredibly well. Hononom's still holding the double S at this moment. And that's very impressive. And it looks like we're about a quarter of the way into this song, so that is quite the long time to hold that. Sidek bringing the accuracy to about, ooh, I'm not sure if that was an actual drop. Was that an actual drop from Hononom?
No. All the players from Poland right now still holding full combo.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
And right now, Poland is just dominating. If you look at the difference in accuracies between the two teams, like game control and Pipopo just dropping quite a bit, but everybody from Poland is above 99.9% accuracy.
And well, game control has had some troubles in accuracy in the beginning of the maps for the whole match. It's always like, you know, he breaks accuracy very early and then spends the rest of the match trying to get it back up.
Right now, Ashik's from Canada with the highest accuracy on their side. Sidek is the highest accuracy from Poland, holding very strong for both teams. I don't know if it's going to make a difference though. Like as it is right now, Canada's going to kind of hope for a miss from Poland just because of the early misses from game control and Popo.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, and speak of it, like Sidek just dropping right there could give Canada an opportunity to catch up if they can maintain their consistency.
Yeah, but C-Tech is actually holding very incredible. Humnum holding incredible. The scores are close though. Canada might be able to pull this back, but we'd have to see a drop from C-Tech or Humnum for that to really be possible.
Yes, indeed. Only one miss would not be enough.
Yeah, score difference is actually quite large considering the scoring system. 30k score difference so far. It is a very uphill battle for Canada so far in this match. Actually, Extrudinum and Cedex, though, just completely tearing this chart apart right now.
Very much so. I mean, C-Tech has an unbelievable accuracy, 99.90%. DDEC is actually at 99.85%. Hongnum is at 99.87%. On Canada's side, the accuracies are pretty high. It's just Hypnol having that 99.55 and Game Control with the 99.33 is what's really hurting them there. Ashix is actually performing quite well, about on par with the Poland players. It's just not going to be enough without his team, and that's going to be a 3rd point for Poland. I did not expect this. I am very surprised at this moment.
Unfortunately, this doesn't seem like Game Control is able to really maintain the accuracy of the other players. You can see it in the 300 count, really. Just look at the ratio of max 300s to 300s between the players, and you can really see the difference.
Yeah,
that's a definite.
You know, that being their 3rd point, and it being in Poland's favor here for the next map pick, that's not a good situation Canada has gotten themselves into. And it really, they definitely need to pull it back. I know they have the ability to take points on Poland. You could see it in the first play. They just need to calm down, take a few breaths, and rethink their strategy on it. They need to be selecting, because they're only going to get one more pick. After this one, it's potential match point. It'll be back in their favor, but they really need to think about what map they're going to play to take into this. It needs to be something they are very confident in being able to score on.
I feel like they should kind of like sort of cater towards Game Control right now, because he seems to be having a little bit of like, he's kind of like going into like that panic play mode right now, where it's like, oh geez, I need to really do good for my team. I'm playing really badly, like, you know, gotta play good, and more often than not, when you're thinking like that, you end up playing worse.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Mind games can really mess with you, especially on rhythm games. Even more so depending on how you play. I know some people will go ahead and play a song all the way throughout, and they'll just try to learn from their mistake and attack it again later. And then you have other people that, like, you know, they want to be able to restart right after they make their first mistake. While that's okay, in tournament play, you definitely need to be more comfortable with making a mistake and still performing well, because that is really how you're going to be able to win this, because mistakes are going to be made. It's just, can you get back on the horse after you fall off and capitalize on what is left in the map? That being said, it does look like we're going into Crino break next.
Crino? Really?
Cyrano, sorry.
Crino. Every Touhou fan just died a little bit.
Well, it's a good thing I don't care for Touhou at all. I even call it Touhou. Yeah, Touhou. I don't even give it the property.
Slane, after what Slane just said, I don't know, you know, he should be like actually attacking you on that.
Yeah, it's whatever. The only one I like is the little frog chick, and I can't even remember her name. That's like the only one I like.
Zowakar?
Is that the one that's got the like all the frogs in it all the time? Ribbit. It has a.
OS frog. OS frog.
Yeah, I think it's it was. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I think that's Zowakar. Zowakar.
Ah. It's that boy. Oh no.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, someone's saying Zowakar as well. So I'm sad I remember that.
I'm kind of sad you remember it too, but it's okay. And I think the only reason why I like that one at all is because the theme that goes with it. Its theme's really catchy.
The medalist Kevin.
Actually, everybody from Poland has dropped their 100% already. And Ashik's actually with a miss really early on. No 100% this time around.
Well, it's definitely better to get that miss in early than late. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and miss, I mean, it can potentially happen. It's just, you got to make sure to keep your head calm and cool and level. It looks like Game Control has got a second win here, as they are doing a lot better here. They have not dropped yet. The score is still in favor of Poland at the moment because of that early drop from Ashix, but Honunum just dropped as well twice. So that is definitely going to be a little bit of a saving grace for Canada, kind of give them a little bit of breathing room, maybe, as long as they can keep their accuracy high.
And Popa's actually struggling a little bit with accuracy on this map, actually dropping below 99% and even missing.
And dropping combo altogether too.
That's really awesome to see Twitch chat giving support out to Canada and Poland at the same time. You guys are great. Definitely cheer for the team you want to see when there is a drop from the purple missing. And yes, Tidik also dropping. That is definitely going to make things a little bit more interesting. The scores are incredibly close. It looks like it's maybe 30 to 20,000 points of difference. But we're almost done with this map.
There would need to be at least 2 breaks, and even then from Poland, but I don't think that's possible anymore. That's a 4th point.
Just like that, Poland bringing it to the match point.
Yeah.
Poland has been having a very solid game.
Like, man, I'm just going to trust my gut from now on, dude. Like, I said Brazil was going to win it. I didn't actually imagine it was going to be a crush, and then I really felt that Canada was going to be able to, like, you know, put Poland against the ropes, but how the tables have turned here, it looks like Canada's against the ropes, and Poland is looking at a potential match point, and they're going to take it out with Fascination Max, or attempt to. This is one of the shorter songs, so it's going for a quick and decisive win here.
Well, this is actually Canada's pick, so Canada is trying to prevent the sweep here right now.
I do apologize.
Just for anybody that might be curious and being like, oh no, Canada's going to get eliminated already. This is actually a double elimination tournament, guys. So even if Canada does get swept here, they will move down to the losers bracket and still be in the tournament. They have an opportunity to go further.
Oh yeah, but Canada does have their special weapon here, Commando Black, and his flashlight game is strong. So I do believe they might actually be able to prevent this, which would be pretty exciting in all honesty. Like, this is the kind of moments you look for. These are the main turning points. Like, if Canada can get that 1 point, the sky's the limit. They could bring it all the way back. We could see a tiebreaker from nothing. This could go either way. It could be a sweep for Poland, and it could also be the beginning of one of the craziest comebacks ever. Oh man, that would be so awesome. Come on, Commando, you could do it.
Oh yes, wait, so you can do it, Canada. Never give up. I believe if these tournaments teach us anything, that's even at 4-0, you can still get 5-4, but you have to get that first point to begin with.
All right, let's see if Canada can hold out here and get a single point against Poland, or if Poland will clean sweep. If you guys are cheering for Canada, start showing us in Twitch chat. If you're cheering for Poland to get the clean sweep, let us know. Let's see some hype going on in Twitch chat, guys.
Oh, you can see the dreams in Twitch chat already. The reverse sweep is real. That's what is coming up. They want to see the reverse sweep. I don't think have we ever seen a reverse sweep in the Mania World Cups?
I don't know if we've seen one in the Mania World Cup, but we've seen them in pretty much every other World Cup.
All right, it does look like Poland decided to play it safe here. We don't see a single flashlight play, but if Commando Black can hold a high accuracy and manage to pull this off, that might be the score boost they need in order to take this victory.
Unfortunately, though, it looks like they are dropping quite a bit of accuracy, actually dropping below 96% there, and it's showing in the score difference right now. That multiplier won't really do much for you if you can't maintain the accuracy. And every single player is using Hard Rock as well. Oh, Himpopo with a miss, though.
Oh.
And the Sheiks as well. Oh, no, Canada. Not like this.
Oh, no, Canada, indeed. That is not looking good for our Maple buddies.
They could have come back. They could have come back, but they would have needed to get at least that point.
Oh, Hippono dropping again. Yeah, the Maple was not strong with these ones. Not today, at least. They gave an incredibly well play, though. I mean, outside of like Poland completely tanking, which isn't going to happen, it does look like we will see a victory, clean sweep for Poland versus Canada. And that's quite unfortunate. You know, Canada gave it their best shot, and they were playing with pretty high accuracy and overall skill. It's just, you know, these things happen, and there's not really much you could do. But they're not eliminated, guys. They'll just go down to the losers bracket. They can just crack at it really hard next week and see what happens.
And do not give up, the Canadian players. You guys can go very far in the losers bracket. I have the utmost faith. And as for Poland, I wish you best of luck in your next match.
Oh man, so I'm 2 for 0 now. Both of my predictions came exactly the way they did. Although I was really hoping Canada would have stretched it out to a tiebreaker, but Poland was just too strong this time, it seems.
And they will be fighting France next week.
Oh, Slane.
Oh my.
How do you feel about that, buddy?
Well, they should be feeling... Well, I'm sure that they both will be training a lot because from either point of view, Poland and France are scary opponents.